What's up? This will be my last video for the night. Finally, it's now 2:14 in the morning and I need to get some sleep. This is what happens when you take a week off and don't do any videos. Then you have to do videos for 2 weeks in a matter of days, and I don't think I'll do that again. I think even for Christmas, I'll just have to put the computer on my lap in front of the Christmas tree and just talk for 15 minutes just so I stay on schedule, because I'm just getting back into this and I really want to keep up with my stuff. As you can see, this is Love and Hip Hop New York, and I actually mislabeled this in my notes. How about I put Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? See, that's just wishful thinking right there. I shouldn't have done that. It's supposed to be Love and Hip Hop New York in my notes. But anyways, the episode is Wife Swap, and we'll just get right into it so that I can get through this and get some sleep. So we start off with Peter asking Amina to say I love you in German, and then she does, and he tells her that that's sexy and that Yandy is signing her. Then he tells her that he's not going to sleep at her house, even though he's married to her. But at the same time, he says he's not sleeping at Tara's house either, which means that he's probably sleeping at his mom's house or his boy's house on the couch, which either way, it's horrible. I don't even know why either one of these women want a 40-plus-year-old man with nothing. I mean, when I say nothing, I mean he has no home, he has no car, he has no face. Alright, well, he has a face, but it's not one you want to look at, in my opinion. It's just, I said that before. I already went into that last video about him and Rich and the ugly stick. Where am I? Oh, yeah. What's her name goes to meet Rashida. I never remember her name. I'm just going to call her Dominicana. That's what I see. I saw Dominicana. I cannot remember her name for anything. I should know her name by now because it's been a couple seasons. The chick that was with Joe Buttons. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to call her Dominicana. She goes to meet with Rashida in her wig. And I started daydreaming because their conversation was boring. Next scene, Yandy is talking to Rich, and she wants him to actually work, which we both know Rich doesn't do. She needs to drop him. He's dead weight. I know this is just for a storyline for the reality show, but seriously, Yandy was actually working and managing people and actually working in the industry. Rich just run around. He's that dude, I'm on my way to the studio. He's posing as someone who works in the industry, but he's not really working. Anyhow, what happened? Oh, we get a little montage of Peter taking his kids to the basketball court. He thinks he's a good father because he took them to the basketball court, which I think is bullshit, because being a good father means actually providing for your children so they don't have to live in a ghetto-ass dump with the tiles cracking off the tub and stealing cable through the window. So you ain't shit either. You and Corey, both y'all get the nigga you ain't shit award. If that's an award. That's more like a designation or a classification. I'll call it classification. You get the nigga you ain't shit classification. He's somehow, I don't know how we got from the basketball court to the house, but it just jumps from the basketball court to the house, so I'm assuming he still has a key and he let himself in or whatever. But it cuts to him talking to Tara, and he actually offers to, tell me if I'm misconstruing this, but I believe that he was offering to eat her taco. And he says that he asks if he can kiss it in circles, which to me means he's asking to eat her taco. And for a moment I thought, this is how his ugly ass is getting these women, because he wears their thighs like earmuffs, and that's how he's getting these women. But I guess you don't have to look at his face that way. But I still couldn't, because I would still know that amount of ugliness is close to my body, and it would turn my stomach. So I would not be able to, not even with him doing that. But I will from now on probably call him Peter Pussy Eater, because it's fun. Where was I? K.Michelle is getting her hair done, well, getting her wig done, and I can't hate on her because K.Michelle has really nice wigs. Even if it makes what's her name, Tamar Braxton, all upset because she's not the only one with the nice wigs. Although Tamar's wigs aren't all nice, some of them are okay. Know what it is? The hair quality of her wigs are really nice, but she often kind of wears the wrong color. She's got to find the right blonde. She's got to talk to Tina Turner or Beyonce about finding the right blonde. Or another good one, Mary J. Blige. That she could tell you how to find the right blonde for you. And that's who Tamar needs to talk to so she can find the right blonde. Because she could definitely do blonde. She just needs to find the right one. And I probably said that over and over again. Did I mention that she needs to find the right blonde? In case you missed it. K.Michelle, that's right. She's getting her wig done. And her former assistant, Brianna, comes in. And she pretty much clowns Brianna for crying at I think the cab driver yelled at her and she cried. And she ate chicken and she cried because she's a vegan or something. And they basically just clowned the hell out of her. And I am unsure at the end of the scene whether Brianna still had a job or not. But that kind of public humiliation is not right. I mean, internships, well, I don't know whether she's an intern or whether she's an assistant. She gave me intern vibe. I don't think they ever named it, but to me, she just gave me intern vibe. So that's what I thought. Next scene, Dominicana meets with her sister Lexi in Battery Park. And Lexi is cracking me up because she had this troll doll hair and those jeans, what do we call them? Freddy Krueger jeans. Which I really shouldn't even be talking to him about because I had a pair of those jeans, but that was in 1989. And I didn't know that they were back again. And they were acid washed, or were they still? No, they were acid washed. And what's funny is we used to take so much pride in making those jeans ourselves. Because you would take the jeans and you would take a razor blade and cut them across the leg, and then you'd wash them in the washing machine, and if they didn't rip enough, you would just literally take your hands and fray it as far as you wanted to fray it and wear them like that. I could see doing that again. But I don't know whether there's got to be a way to rock that, but not the same way as back in the day. I'll work on that. I'll think about it. Where were we? Speaking of back in the day, you ever wish that you kept stuff that you got rid of, but then it comes back in style, and you're like, damn, I wish I still had that. I had this one cross colors denim jacket that I wish I would have kept. It was a bright green, like Kelly green, like, 4-leaf clover green jacket, and it had the little cross color symbol on it, and had a hoodie that you could unzip it, and then it turned into like one of those schoolgirl flaps in the back. I should have kept that jacket. I gave that jacket to Goodwill probably around in 98, 99. Whenever I had my first apartment, I gave that jacket. I donated that jacket. And I really wish I would have kept that jacket. That jacket would have... I looked on eBay for cross-color stuff. I could have sold that jacket today for upwards of $300. Because now cross-colors gear is considered rare. Because there isn't a lot of it. Should have kept that jacket. Where was I? Next scene, Peter and Amina, they meet in the park. And she's singing some love song to him. She's a little bit pitchy, but she has potential. I think with the right management, that girl could actually do something, but unfortunately she doesn't have the right management. She has fucking Peter and Rich. So, sorry. And then she gets them rings, which is the second time. I just finished talking about thicker than water with this getting married and then getting rings afterwards. How lazy are people? And like I said, with thicker than water, you don't have to order a wedding ring. It doesn't take, months to get one. You walk your ass in the store. You pick one out. They usually have different sizes in the back. They come out with your size, and that's it. Or even if you need to get your ring size, because I had to get my engagement ring size because it was too big. You take it, you drop it off to get size. You can pick it up the next day. In some instances, if you drop it off early enough in the morning, you can pick it up the same day. So I don't get this. We gotta wait to get rings. I'm trying not to curse so much, but you know what I want to say. So, anyways, that's what they were doing, the stupid ring thing. And actually, that's the third one, because I remember Chrissy bought Jim Jones a ring, too. This is... I don't like it. Now, what else happened? Ah, I just thought of another Bad Girls Club slang that I learned, because there was some video, I can't remember which one it was. It probably was Houston Beauty. Yeah, it was Houston Beauty where I was talking about the slang that I learned from the Bad Girls Club. And I had mentioned, I said pop off, weak sauce, turn up, although technically I'm pretty sure I heard turn up before the Bad Girls Club. And feeling some kind of way, I said didn't really count because I think I heard that before Bad Girls Club too. But in thinking about these rings, the thing that popped in my head is where they do that at. And that's another one I heard in the Bad Girls Club, where they do that at. And it's the same thing, where you get married and buy rings, and the woman buys her own ring and the man's ring, where they do that at. I just like how that sounds. I wish it would roll off my tongue a little bit easier, because sometimes I feel like when I try to say things in a slang way, I come off sounding like Tyra Banks or Oprah. But you ever notice how when they try to speak slang, it just sounds forced? Sometimes I feel like I sound like that, and that bothers me a little bit. But hey, it is what it is. That's not where I'm from, but why can I not enjoy those sayings? I enjoy them. I want to say them. It might not come off as naturally, but I like it. What else happened? Tara riding in the car with K.Michelle, and K.Michelle tells her that she's dick drunk, and she also goes on to say how she doesn't mess with light-skinned dudes or dudes with curly hair for this reason, which makes no sense because brown-skinned dudes could do the same dumb shit. That makes no sense at all, K.Michelle, but the dick drunk thing does make sense, especially when Tara's sitting there talking about how she wants some of that. And I do believe some women are dick drunk because they don't know how to make their own legs shake. And that's what K.Michelle was alluding to. And if you've listened to K.Michelle's music, she does have a song where she pretty much has a ballad to herself about herself jilling off. And I think that some women do have this problem where either they feel like they shouldn't do that, or they just don't do that, but they need to so that they don't get dick drunk. Because if you can make your own legs shake, then you don't need that guy. Obviously, it's preferable to have that guy, but you don't need him. Is issue. You don't want to have to need them. You want to want them. And that's what I think she needs to learn. She strikes me as the type of person that probably may not be able to, get herself off, whatever you want to call it. Oops, oh my. What was that song? Was that tweet that's in that song? Anyways, I agree with K.Michelle with the dick drunk thing. I don't agree with her with the light curly hair thing, because like I said, assholes come in all different shades, colors, heights, weights, languages. You can't pick an asshole out by physical characteristics. What else happened? Sen and Erica are at the bikini store. Sen's hair looks really cute. I like I think it's a 5-strand braid or fishtail. I think maybe it's called a fishtail braid. That looks really cute, and how her bangs were pinned were really, really cute. Then Erica invites her to Panama to come with her to do a photo shoot, and she says that Rich is coming. And Sen says, I'm allergic to corny people, which I love. You gotta love Sen. First with this guy Peter Gunz is Sen, who's that? Which I think Sen, and second thought, she might have known who that was, but that was direct shade being thrown. Who's that? I'm liking Sen more and more. I think they need to put her in as a cast member with the little, when they do the opening scenes are so stupid because they'll be standing there and then they'll just be like, I have no reason. It just makes no sense. It's better just to have them just stand there, or like how the housewives hold out a peach or an apple or an orange, wherever they're from. What do the Beverly Hills ones have? A diamond? They probably hold out like a diamond, I think. Or not a real diamond, but something that looks like a diamond. If I remember right. What else happened? Peter and Rich meet up, and Rich asked Peter to manage Eric Amina, and at the same time I was noticing that Peter has gray hair. So not only are you a ain't shit nigga, you an old ass ain't shit nigga. I don't even know why do they want you? I don't understand it. It's not even notoriety wise, because What are you going to say? Oh, I'm with that guy that sang Uptown Baby. No one cares. Tara needs to get her life. I need some water. before I really am croaking. As in toad, not dying. But, what was I saying? The Dominicana and her sister are walking together. And I know from experience that New York sidewalks are wide. But New York sidewalks are wide when her and her sister can fit both their hips and asses on the same sidewalk side by side. That was impressive. And that proves that runs in her family. That's not injections. That's real. They were talking about their dad. I didn't pay attention too much about that. Then we go back to Yandy's office, and she has a gang of MTV awards sitting on the ledge. Don't know whether they're hers, but I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and assume they were hers, since she did manage Jim Jones. I don't know whether he won an MTV award offhand, but maybe she managed other people that won and had those awards, or maybe she was borrowing someone else's office. I don't know, but I'd love to think that she was accomplished like that. But at the same time, she did get knocked up by an asshole drug dealer. So, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. She realizes that Rich ain't shit, so she starts scouting talent herself. And this girl comes in and raps for her, and then they start talking about how they both got with ain't shit niggas that are in jail. And I don't care. Oh, I was thinking about this too. Because they're all talking about how sad they are that their men are in jail and how unfair it is. And I think I have a different perspective, because if it were me, if I were in jail and I called my family right this minute and said, I'm in jail or I'm going to prison, you know what they would say to me? Well, you shouldn't have done what you did to go to jail. Don't call me till you get out. That's exactly what they say. You shouldn't have done what you did to go to jail. Because so many times people talk about how, it's not fair, but you were doing something illegal. Whenever you do that, there's always a chance of getting caught. It's like being a surfer. There's always a chance that you can get a shark biting you in the ass. Or skydiver. There's a chance that parachute won't open. These are risks that you take when you do certain things. So for you to turn around and say, it's not fair, I got caught doing illegal activities. No, it's not fair. What's not fair is a person walking their dog at 5 o'clock in the morning get hit by a drunk driver. That's not fair. You getting caught doing some shit you weren't supposed to do, that's fair. That happens. How did you not think that it wasn't going to happen? Didn't you see Scarface? Either one of them, the 1930s one or the 1970s? I think it was 81. 1981, but the way they dressed it looked like 70s, didn't it? But didn't you see any of these? Didn't you read about gangsters? Even the so-called Teflon Don. Who was that? Who was the Teflon Don? I can't remember what his real name is. Gotti? Was it John Gotti? I think John Gotti was, they called him the Teflon Don because he kept getting off so many times. But they even finally got him and put his ass in jail. So who are you to sit there and think, I'm smarter than Al Capone. I'm better than John Gotti. I'm never going to get caught. Your ass going to get caught. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to stop laughing about it, but it is funny when you think about it. It's not funny, but it's funny. What else happened? Rich, Peter, Eric, Amina, and see, these are things. Eric, Amina, and Amina. The names are too similar. Let's call Amina Butterfly for now, because her name is Amina Butterfly. I'm just gonna call her Butterfly because it rolls off the tongue easier. Rich, Peter, Erica, and Butterfly meet up, and Erica was not happy, obviously. Peter tries to speak, but then they end up arguing, and Peter says that she can't sing, and her breasts are fake and her ass are fake, and she says my breasts might be fake, but my words are real. And what else she said? Oh, you can't handle my mouth. And she was petting her weave as she did. You can't handle my mouth. And she was petting that weave. It was almost like that Chris Rock skit when he had the fur coat and he was petting his own fur coat at the Make Your Weight salon. What else happened? Some plates were thrown. Actually, Erica threw a plate at Peter. And Peter, speaking of basketball wives, Peter throws a damn glass like a season 1 basketball wife. That was some bitch nigga shit right there. So you went from being an old ass ain't nigga Ain't shit nigga. Old ass ain't shit nigga to a bitch nigga. Or old ass ain't shit bitch nigga. That's what you are, Peter. As well as Peter Pussy Eater. Which, that's immature as hell, but it's funny. Every time I say it, it's funny. I'm sorry. It's 2:30 in the morning. I don't have no sense. I'm sitting here talking to a computer in an empty ass room in Orlando, Florida, and you expect me to be completely coherent? Please. What else happened? That's it. They showed the preview for next time. Next time, Rich tells Erica that she's a maniac or she needs to stop acting like a maniac. Yandy tells Butterfly that Peter was last with Tara 3 weeks ago. And Tara wants to have a sit down with Peter and Butterfly. And we learned that Peter is 44, so he's yeah. I told you. Old ass ain't shit bitch nigga. There you go. And I should put that on a t-shirt. Old ass ain't shit bitch nigga. I should abbreviate that and try to make it the new Thaha. Remember how old boy had that those hoes are hoes always? Then I want to have my own Thaha where old ass ain't shit bitch nigga. I'll have to put that together and see if that is screen printable and try to make that happen. I think that's it. Yeah. Well, you made it through 21 and 30 minutes of my 21 minutes and 30 seconds rather of my incoherent ADHD ramblings. Thank you for sticking through the whole thing because you are a trooper. And that's it. Bye-bye.